Hello Aries, welcome to my channel Surabhi, and this is the reading for you for the new year. Okay, so I'll be taking one card each for each month and then clarifying with the other decks. Okay, so let's see what's there for Aries in 2021. Let's see what's there for Aries for 2021. Okay, so let's see what's there for the month of January. Okay, wow, beautiful. So for the month of January, we have the Fool card. Let's see what's there for February. Wow, Six of Wands. March. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so starting with the January, we have the Fool card. February, the Six of Wands. March, the Queen of Pentacles. April, the Strength. Okay, let's see what's there for May. Oh, for May we have the Five of Pentacles. June, the Eight of Swords. July, okay, the Page of Swords. August, the Seven of Pentacles. September, the Two of Cups. October, the Four of Swords. November, the Five of Swords. I'll take these here only. And December. Okay, Death. So we have the Death card for December. Just for your happiness, I just took one more card, and which is because it is a Death card and I don't want to give a negative vibe at the end of the year, so I just saw this one more card, and that is the Ace of Cups. So we'll end here. So that is just an extra card for you. Okay. Okay, so we are starting Aries for January. You are starting the month in a with a very beautiful energy with the Fool card. So with the Fool card, what we have is, that with the Fool card, you are ready for a new beginning, ready to take a leap of faith. You are ready to start whatever you want to start in whichever sphere of your life. You are ready to take the risks. You have that rejuvenated energy. You have that, I should say, that youthfulness, that energy, that fresh burst of energy, and that you should say real enthusiasm. Yeah, actually that was the word I was looking for. So you have the enthusiasm that, okay, I'm over with the 2020 as it is. It wasn't as good. So with the 2021, a very hopeful and a very positive type of an energy, you are entering it with the Fool card. Okay, so let me see what do I have as the clarifiers for this. I'll just keep it here. For the Fool card in January, anything, what messages from this deck? What is this Fool card about? Okay, so for the Fool card, we have the Judgment, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. So what I feel here is that you are being liberated from something which was holding you back, causing you a lot of anxiety perhaps, so, or overthinking. So you were overthinking and you are already very very upset over something. Something is really holding you back in whatever sphere of your life it is, and here you are ready to make a move. Maybe it is a slow and steady type of a move with the Knight of Pentacles, but definitely you are just praying on God with the judgment that you really want a second chance. It is something like that. You really want to get rid of this Nine of Swords energy, whatever it is which is holding you back, whatever it is tying you down. And during this time, obviously it's nearly the end of December, so whatever it is which is holding you back with the Nine of Swords, which is troubling you, causing you anxiety, sleepless nights, overthinking, whatever the source of this tension and anxiety is, Aries, with the Knight of Pentacles here with the Judgment, you really are wishing from God to have a new beginning. You are really praying that you really want something different, something new in your life, because you really want to make a move, and you are really just waiting for the new year, just hoping that it will be something different than what it is right now. And with the Knight of Pentacles, you are ready to take that leap of faith with the Fool, as I have already told. And with the Knight of Pentacles, you are ready to take those small steps which you feel are right to move in that direction. Okay, so that is what you have for January. Okay, so let's see what's there for February. With the February, in February we have the Six of Wands. So Six of Wands talks about victory, celebrations, happiness. So whatever it is in which you are moving forward towards with the Six of Wands, with the Fool card, whatever you have started in January, you are being successful in this. You are victorious in this. Okay, so in February, perhaps you are reaping the rewards of whatever it is you have started in January. It can be that also with the Six of Wands. Okay, so whatever you have started with the Six of Wands, with the Fool card in January, here you are victorious. You've achieved those targets, you've achieved that happiness, whatever it is. It may be a relationship, it may be a career, it may be anything else. But whatever it is, you are emerging victorious and feeling happy over it. Okay. Maybe you have somebody really strong who is supporting you behind your back in this overall whatever you are starting with the Fool card, whatever you are starting here, maybe you really have some strong support or some help in the background. This person, whosoever it is, I'm getting this very strongly, you have somebody who is a strong support for you or a strong motivation for you, or maybe a person who is really keen or who will be really happy to see you victorious, something like that. It can be some female, maybe your wife, your mother, whosoever, maybe your relationship, lover, whatever. But this person, whosoever this person is, there is somebody really significant. Maybe your parents. Somebody here really feels like as if there is some sort. Somebody is really, really somebody strong. There's a strong support. Basically, that's what I'm getting. Maybe behind these plans, whatever you are doing. Okay, there is somebody over there. Okay, let's see what is the Six of Wands all about. So for the Six of Wands, we have the Eight of Wands, the Star, and the King of Pentacles. So what I am feeling here is definitely with the Eight of Wands, the Star, and the King of Pentacles. For the Six of Wands, definitely whatever it is, there is a lot of passion, there is maybe a celebration, a lot of communication which is guiding you towards this victory. Okay, so there is, as I said, maybe there is somebody who is really very supporting and helping you, and it is a communication with that person. Whatever it is giving you victory. So there is a lot of communication perhaps which is required to move in this direction, which is giving you from this Fool card to the victory. So it is a journey from starting something new towards a victory. So that involves a lot of communication. With the Star, you are obviously your wishes are being fulfilled. With the King of Pentacles here again, this is you are feeling very stable and secure and confident. So this is when you have achieved. This is something what you have achieved. So that is why you are feeling very happy about it. Okay, so that is what is February all about. For March, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So with what I feel here is this is the time you are sort of taking a break. just thinking about what you've achieved, just spending that time alone, trying to, maybe it is a break or a for rejuvenation, or just giving a sort of thought, a nostalgic thought. Okay, this is how I started, this is what has happened, and this is what I've achieved, something like that. Okay, so let's see what is it all about. What do we have for the Queen of Pentacles? Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Cups again. So what I feel here is, here we have the Queen of Pentacles, here we have the Queen of Cups. So with the Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Queen of Cups, what I feel is you are definitely breathing a sigh of relief. You are feeling you are done with whatever tension was which was troubling you at the end of the year, and you have really managed to succeed till now. And this is you are feeling that, okay, now I'm done with whatever the anxiety and tension was in December. I've entered the new year, and with a very beautiful energy. I'm even successful with whatever I have. I'm really done with all the tensions. And here with the Page of Swords and the Queen of Cups, definitely what I feel is, this is that feeling that you have really done that hard work, you've crossed those troubled paths, and with the Queen of Cups you are feeling very content and satisfied. And that is what I said, but that is what you are doing in the month of March, just giving yourself a break sort of from whatever has happened. Okay, whatever hard work you've put in, you are just enjoying that hard work, and the fruits of that hard work, I should say. For the month of April, we have the Strength card. So there is something definitely which is now, either it is requiring your strength in some way, shape or form. Whatever the situation has come up, it requires some sort of strength, perseverance, determination, whatever it is. Let's see what it is all about in the month of April. Let's see what is the Strength card here for April. We have the Five of Swords, okay, the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. So obviously one more thing I would like to mention is, because after the Strength we have the Five of Pentacles also and the Eight of Swords. So, and with for the Strength we have the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So what I feel here is, there is some situation which has come up which is causing you a lot of tension, headache, anxiety. You are really feeling troubled, and it's something which is really irritating, and it is leaving you left out in the cold. Something has happened which is causing you being upset, depressed, ignored. And Five of Pentacles, just now I saw the next month, into moving into May, again we have the main card as the Five of Pentacles. So definitely something is happening, maybe some fight with the Five of Swords, some argument, some fight, and that is what is this Strength card about. You have to, this is requiring a lot of strength to deal with. And with the Nine of Wands, definitely you feel there is some barrier which needs to be crossed, or maybe you are waiting for somebody to come in, or something to come in, or some solution to come in. That is what it is. So you are just perhaps very upset, feeling ignored, dejected. Something has happened, maybe whatever you were doing, some fight, something is there definitely over here which needs to be sorted out, and you are perhaps waiting for some sort of a solution to come in as to how you should unlock it, how you should move ahead. It's something which is really requiring a lot of strength. Okay, so that is what we have for April. For May, we have the Five of Pentacles. So something is definitely happened over here which makes you feel rejected and being ignored. Okay, you feel left out in the cold. It can be the financial loss, it can be a loss of a relationship, it can be something, somebody is ignoring you in a relationship, it can be anything, but definitely you are feeling upset and ignored. Some sort of a loss is there, not in a very good shape in May. Let's see what is it all about. So we have the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, again the Strength. So something is really there which is requiring a lot of strength and patience on your part to deal with. Here we have, for this we have the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Strength. See, what I feel here is that maybe you have to wait for something or someone, I don't know. It can be something which you really wanted, or someone you really wanted, which you had a lot of passion for, and you really want a new beginning. Perhaps that is what is not coming your way. Okay, so there is something or someone you are very passionate about and you have to wait for it. Okay, so maybe whatever you want is just not happening, things are not making a move. So something is definitely stuck, things are not moving forward, you want a new beginning and which is not happening. That is requiring a lot of patience on your part. So perhaps that is what it is, that you are not getting the result, you are not able to move in the direction which you want to, maybe you are not able to succeed in what you want to. So there is something new which you want to do, but it is just not happening, it is requiring a lot of weight on your part and you really don't know how it will go about, and that is what it is which is requiring a lot of strength. So you have to wait here for something, and that is the problem. And again, coming into the next month, June, we have the Eight of Swords. So again, with the Eight of Swords, definitely over here, it is overthinking. You are really feeling trapped. You really don't know how to make a move. You are feeling very upset. Anxiety is there. And you are feeling stuck over here with the Eight of Swords. So let's see what is it all about. The Five of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So what I feel here is there has been a fight or a dispute, an argument, conflict, or you yourself are undecided. We have the Two of Pentacles. So there is something which is requiring a decision, and maybe this is an actual conflict which has happened, because the stress is there for 1, 2, and this is the third month following it. So for these 3 months, April, May and June, maybe the reason is some sort of a fight, some sort of an argument, something which you are either not able to decide, or maybe you are not able to convince the other person for it. It can be anything. For the Two of Pentacles, some decision needs to be taken, and maybe the argument or the conflict is on this decision with somebody else or inside you yourself. And with the Page of Pentacles, what I feel here is that you are just closing, you are also not opening up, things are very closed off. Or if you are even planning to make a move, it is very, very slow and a very small move. If you are really trying to come out of this Eight of Swords energy, or if you are actually trying to take a decision, I really don't feel that you are able to take a decision. Maybe you are thinking of trying to making an effort to make a decision. With the Page of Pentacles, a small stepping move forward can be that, but this conflict seems to be regarding some sort of indecisiveness. Okay, and that is what it is with the Eight of Swords in this month. For July, we have the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, some sort of clarity is coming in. Perhaps you are able to understand or get some sort of clarity in which direction to move, and you may be taking a small step towards it. So let's see what is this Page of Swords about. Okay, we have the Moon, the Seven of Wands, and the Hangman. Okay, the things are definitely stuck over here. That is what I said with the Three of Wands. You have to wait for something which you don't want to wait actually. Okay, so there is something which is requiring a lot of weight, and that here is the Hangman energy. With the Moon, there is uncertainty. You really don't know what to do basically, and that is what is coming here. The indecisiveness being followed by, though you maybe have some sort of clarity, but basically with the Moon card, just follow your intuition and instincts, that is for sure. But then yes, things are not very clear to you. With the Seven of Wands and the Hangman, what I feel is you are trying to as you are getting some sort of clarity over here, maybe you are trying to think things from a different perspective, or a different perspective maybe will give you some sort of an idea or a clarity. But yes, things are stuck, things are not moving, you really don't know which direction to move. And here with the Seven of Wands, maybe you are saying no to something, or maybe you are trying to listen to your inner voice, meditating, and really keeping yourself away from people. Maybe you are not looking at things properly, you are not having the clearer picture, you are ignoring the details maybe, or ignoring what someone is telling you. If somebody is giving you some sort of an information, you are not listening to them, and that is why you are stuck. It can be that. Okay, so here in August, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So it is again, you are just wondering what to do, which direction to move. I really have the resources, but I really don't know what to do about them. Okay, so let's see what do we have for this Seven of Pentacles. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for? Four of Cups, the World, and the Devil. So for the Seven of Pentacles, as I said, you are really feeling very upset. You really don't know what to do, just planning and reviewing perhaps as to what should be done. For that we have the Four of Cups, the World, and the Devil. So what I feel is you are ready to move on to have into a new sphere of your life. And as I have told you with the Hanged Man, maybe you are trying to have a clearer perspective or a different perspective, or trying to think things in a different way, and maybe that is what gives you some sort of clarity which step to move forward. And here you are reviewing and contemplating as to what should I do, how should I move ahead. The problem here is with the Four of Cups, you are too focused on what you have lost, too focused on the negativities, overthinking, and you are not seeing what is actually coming ahead. And that is what the Devil is. So Devil is basically talking about the negative thinking or the overthinking which you are doing, which you need to leave. You need to review, contemplate, have a clearer picture of things, and then you will be able to enter this new sphere of your life. And that chapter of your life, only it will end when you are able to come out of the negative thinking and focus on the positives. So here we have a beautiful energy, which is the Two of Cups in September. So it is definitely a relationship this month. You are meeting someone, or you already know this person, maybe, I don't know, but this is a beautiful energy, a relationship which you are dealing with in September. Let's see what is it all about in September. So for the Two of Cups, we have Seven of Swords, the Sun, and the Four of Swords. Wow. So maybe this tension may be about the Seven of Swords. Somebody is cheating here. Though the relationship is beautiful, but the problem here is somebody is cheating, somebody is deceptive, somebody is hiding the information, somebody really is not opening up, somebody maybe is not committing, somebody is not telling you the truth, maybe you don't know where you stand. So this person is being sneaky, deceptive, non-committal, telling lies, cheating, not giving you the full information, not opening up perhaps, whatever it is. And it is with the Four of Swords, you are healing, you are really healing, and after this healing you have the happiness. That is what I am getting. How it will shape up, that you will have to see in your life. But yes, this situation requires a lot of healing, and that healing is going to give you a lot of happiness. So for October we have the Four of Swords, which is again surrender, leaving things on time. Let time heal, let time unfold the truth, let time tell me what actually lies for me. Okay, I'll accept whatever the universe offers me, and it requires a lot of healing over here. That is what is the Four of Swords in October. This was an extra card. Okay, so let's see, why is this Four of Swords here for? Four of Swords. For the Four of Swords, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Cups. What I have, one more thing which I would like to add to you with the Moon card, wherever it came out, whichever month. Moon does talk about uncertainty, does talk about being in touch with your intuition, but yes, it does also gives an indication of a love triangle or a third party relationship. I am now saying that because we had the Moon there, now we had the Seven of Swords, and here we have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups, though it talks about happiness, celebrations, parties, but yes, it also talks about a love triangle. Okay, so here you are healing, giving yourself that time to heal. You really want commitment, you want a family over here. With the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups, the thing here is that somebody is, since it is talking, somebody with the Seven of Cups is still confused, not able to make up their mind. And with the Three of Cups, can be a third party. Can be a third party over here, but you are leaving things on time perhaps because you know that somebody is confused over here and you want commitment, and perhaps now you have just left the situation and you are just waiting for them to take a decision, that they will decide whom they want to choose if it is a third party relationship. Okay, and if it is just that it's not a third party, if it is not a love triangle, then maybe somebody here needs to make up their mind. And once that decision is taken, and if they offer you that commitment, then maybe this Three of Cups is spending that time with your friends and family. Okay. So for November, again we have the Five of Swords. So definitely again, fight, disputes, arguments, self-sabotaging, doing things in a way that are harming yourself. Let's see why is this Five of Swords here for. So the Five of Swords, we have the Ten of Wheels, beautiful, Ace of Pentacles, Death and the Rebirth, and just see following it is again the Death card for the month of December. So for this we have, this is beautiful anyway. So whatever this fight is about, somebody is leaving. Somebody is leaving here, and I think this leaving is good for you. You leave them, they leave you, whatever it is. What I feel here is we have these beautiful cards, the Ten of Wheels, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Death and the Rebirth. So definitely whatever this is the source of tension. I think somebody is leaving, either you leave them or they leave you. But yes, things are changing towards a new beginning. With the Death and the Rebirth, yes, this cycle is ending. Something new is going to start for you, and that is the change which the Wheel of Fortune is bringing for you, and you are entering into a new beginning. You are ready for a new beginning, and you are really ending this chapter, whatever this situation was for you. And again, here you've already seen is the Death and the Death card over here. Okay, and just because it was the last card and I didn't want to give a gloomy look to the your reading, pulled out one card which is the Ace of Cups. So here I would like to highlight this fact that we have the Ace of Pentacles here, which is a new beginning, and here it is the similar energy, the Death and the Rebirth and Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles itself. It has entered, that energy has entered in the month of November, and similar thing was over here, Ace of Cups, Death and Rebirth. So whatever is ending, let it end. It is going to be beautiful for you. The ending of this thing will be beautiful for you and good for you. Let it end. Don't stop it. Don't try to resist the change, and whatever is ending, let it end. Okay, and you will have, that ending will be good for you. It will give you a sigh of relief and a good beginning. So let's see why is this Death, what's there for the Death card here now in the month of December. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Lovers. What did I say? And here we have the Ace of Cups. That is an extra card which will not be clarified. Okay, there's nothing to be clarified in that. Okay, so for the Death card we have the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Lovers. So definitely this situation is ending, and you are entering a new beginning. You are attracted towards somebody who seems to be unattainable to you. You feel very, very attractive. Your heart just flutters seeing them. And this is a beautiful energy. It's that youthful vibe. Okay, now you have that new energy, the new zeal, attracted to somebody else, dating somebody else, a new beginning and a passionate love affair. Okay, so with the Lovers card. So definitely you are ending this year. You're starting the year with the Fool card, which is again beautiful, and ending the year again with the Ace of Swords, which is again beautiful. So Aries, and here as I said is the Ace of Cups. I already pulled one more card for you. So it is definitely emotional fulfillment this year overall. Let me see what is the oracle message from this deck, other messages from these decks. Let's see. I have 3 more decks to give you the messages. Let's see what do they say. What's there for Aries in 2021. Okay, just see the Lovers. The Two of Clubs is the Lovers. The passionate conversation is going on over here. So that is the message from this deck for you, Aries, which is the Lovers of this deck. Okay, let's see what is the guidance from the angels for Aries for the coming year. Open your heart. Number 6 may be of some significance for you. Open your heart. Allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You have waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you are guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and a healthy life. Beautiful. Okay. So let's see what's the message from the universe from this deck for Aries. Number 16 may be of some significance for you. Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. So this is what you need to do, Aries. So just don't be disappointed with whatever is happening in between there. There is love around you. If whatever is ending, let it end, and just open your heart for whatever is coming to you, which is new. So Aries, a happy new year, and that's all I have for you. Hope it helps, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's meet in the next video. Bye.